All right, so in the last video, I presented a little strategy designed to improve pull-up or chin-up performance, but if you can't do a decent amount in the first place, then that strategy is definitely not for you. In fact, if you can't do any, but you want to get better at them and you're not too far off, then this strategy here might be much better suited for you. Now, if you can't do any, but you're not too far off, where does your focus need to be? Number one, you want to focus on increasing the strength in the muscles responsible for producing force to perform the direction of effort that is a pull-up or a chin-up. And number two, you want to improve technical efficiency. The more stable you can keep your body when you pull yourself up, the easier it's going to be. Now, if you can't do any, but you're not too far off, I got two things for you that you likely can do that will help you increase your strength and also help improve your technical efficiency. You got partials and you got isometrics. The purpose of the partials is to overload the muscles through the range of motion that you're capable of going through. The purpose of the isometrics is to extend the duration in which the muscles are producing high levels of tension at very specific ranges of motion. Now, how do you do the partials? You hang from a bar, you pull yourself up as far as you can, you hold yourself there for as long as you can. Aim for roughly 4 sets of 5 done just like that, taking roughly 20 seconds between your reps and then complete rest between your sets. And the purpose of that is so that you're doing quality reps. Now that addresses the bottom part of the range of motion. What about the top part of the range of motion? Well, what you can do is loop a resistance band around the bar that you're pulling yourself to, then loop it around either your knees or your ankles, whatever works best for you. And this is going to help you generate momentum at the onset of the pull to get you through the range of motion that you can do, to get you to the range of motion that you can't get to overload the muscles at that range. Aim for roughly 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8, just like that. Now for the isometrics, what you want to do is hold yourself in position for as long as you can. You're going to do 3 sets at 3 different positions. The top range of the pull-up, the mid-range with the elbow bent at roughly 90 degrees, and the bottom range, but you're not just hanging, you're maintaining a slight bend to keep the tension on the muscles. Now if you can't get to the top of the pull-up, and it's assumed that you can't because you can't do one in the first place, what you can do, prop yourself up on a box or a bench, get yourself to the top range, and then hold yourself there for as long as you can. Obviously take your feet off the bench or the box or whatever prop that you're using. You can use that same strategy for the mid-range, and then for the lower range, you should be able, from a full hang, to pull yourself up at least a couple of inches. Now you can do this strategy every single day if you wanted to, but at least aim for 3 to 4 times a week. If you can't do any pull-ups now, but you're not too far off, you should be able to in the not too distant future if you stick to a strategy like this, at which point you can entertain the idea of following a strategy like the one I talked about in the last video.